Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. Let's come to goodwill letters after we finish sales letters. It's a matter of business, but when we come to goodwill letters, I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's letters for successful businessmen. Successful businessmen use goodwill letters to keep their customers in touch. It's better than just only deal with them in business only. When you have a good relationship with your customer, I think your customer will have a good relationship with you and will stay with you and will talk about you in good way, and this is what make your reputation, sum'ah, how to be a good businessman. And this is one of the main or one of the most important letters for a businessman, not in the business but in the relationship with his customers. When I say goodwill letters, while sales letters win customers, goodwill letters retain them, keep them. The aim of goodwill letters is to build up a relation and uphold the company image. There is really no obvious need to write letters like the ones offering congratulations, thanks, season greetings, but every successful man in business knows the importance of cordial and positive human relationships. So we have many kinds of them, and we need them, especially when you have good manner or good contact as a businessman. In Arabic we can say you have to have akhlaq, morals. You have to have good morals, good contacts with others to deal. Not only in matter of business, only you keep fences between you and your customers. So we have a lot of kinds, and we have categories for these letters, for goodwill letters. So we'll start with A. Number 1, letters of thank for favor, including orders, opening account, defies giving an opportunity to serve, send, so on. This is the first kind of letters, to thank people when you finish your orders, sometimes as a favor that our gratitude, يعني العرفان بالجميل, gratitude, you have to say thank you for the person who sent you an order in good way, in good condition. So you have to thank him in a letter or a call. Sometimes you can call him and thank him. So this is what number 1. Number 2, a letter of congratulations, appreciations, and etc. Congratulations means here it means that you care about your customer, or that sometimes the customer care about the seller that you buy goods from him. Sometimes you heard a good information, good news about your customer, that your customer have got open a new branch for his company, or extend his company, وسع الشركة, and got another company, or he got sometimes even he got married or got a new child. He have got a new child. So you have to say congratulations. This is make a good relationship with your customer, and customer sometimes with the seller, buyer with the seller. So businessmen, when they congratulate each other, they will have good communication and have good relationship. Sometimes it happens in our country, especially when sometimes what happened in the birthdays and weddings, anniversaries, some businessmen visit each other, and they make a work lunch. They invite each other for a lunch. They come and visit each other. Families visit each other. So this is make good relationships. Sometimes when you cannot reach this person, you can send him a letter, instead of visiting and traveling by a plane to another country. You can send him a letter and say congratulations and explain your happiness for him. So it's a matter of emotional letter. It's not a rational letter as much it is an emotional letter. Express your emotions for the receiver. Okay, number 3, greetings of festive or festive or occasions like Eid al-Fitr, Diwali in India, Christmas in most of European countries for Christmas, New Year's Day, and so on. So when these occasions happens, you have to write happy birthday, happy New Year, happy Eid al-Fitr, happy Eid al-Adha, happy New Year, happy Christmas Day, happy Diwali Day. So you have to to greet your customer and say, I hope that you enjoy your vacation, and I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you will be fine, and you and your family. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you get your rest. So wish him that he enjoyed this occasion. Number D, birthday and wedding. As I mentioned before, it has a relation with the letter of congratulation, with birthdays and wedding anniversaries. Letters of sympathy. This kind of letter, I will tell you about it. I will tell you a story about it. It happened with me. Sympathy and condolence, E and F. It happened with me when I was working in the company as a correspondent in a medical company. It happened for me, and I got surprised of foreign people. They are very polite. One of them sent us a letter, and he said, and I got surprised. He said, we condole you and all Yemeni people and your manager. What happened about what happened in Saada when an airplane attacked people and killed more than 20 people. I didn't imagine that he knows about what happened in Yemen, and I am a Yemeni guy, and I didn't listen to news in that day, but I surprised when he said what happened in my countryside last night, and I said, wow, I didn't hear, but he heard. So it makes my manager feel happy that he condole us and he knows about our country, what happened in our country. So this is what make you feel that the seller or the company that we deal with care about our situation in Yemen. So when you express your letter of sympathy or letter of condolence, so it makes that you care about your customer, and this is good feeling. Let's go to the features of goodwill letter. The goodwill letter has certain characteristics of its own, and it's not a business letter. It's very vital to business. In other words, we may call it a human relation letter. It is written message coming from heart and going to heart. It has the following feature. Number 1, goodwill letters, it's above of all you attitude. What does it mean here, you attitude? It means that the most important person, the receiver. المتلقي للرسالة. الأهم إنك how to express your feeling to him and how, or to her, to let her or let him know that you care about him. B, it is generally direct and it is approach, short and sincere. يعني قصيرة, ملخصة, وصادقة. Don't write a lot of words. Write maybe 2 or 3 lines, it's enough. The true words comes from heart, goes to heart. It is appeal. Number 3, it is appeal is emotional, not rational. We mentioned that before in sales letters when we talk about machines or product. We have to talk about rational things in the product. That comes from the mind, goes to the mind. But here goes from heart to heart, emotional. And like, for example, when you're congratulating him or sympathizing or somebody, you have to express something like use emotional words. Number D, as far as possible, goodwill letter should be free from ulterior sales motive. What does it mean here? Means that don't mention business. You are talking about something you expressing your feelings. Don't mention your business and talk about the business between him. You can say hope for further business may be expressed, but the will be expressed indirectly. The goodwill building part comes first and directly. Don't mention business and say, do you remember what I sent you last email about the product? Don't mention any details about the business, just only your feelings. E. Since the writer or the sender of the goodwill letter is concerned with the recipient, it is person-to-person message, not from company to a company message. It means here, don't communicate with him as a company. Communicate with the seller as a person, as if he is a friend, not an owner of a company. Therefore, let's equal emphasis on the first person, I and we. No problem if you say we are expressing our sympathy, or I express. You can use I or we. And the second person, you. It must show the first person's feeling for the second person. But nowadays, with the spread of social media, letters, such goodwill letters, we can make it by WhatsApp, we can make it by Facebook, email, we can make it by Skype, we can make it by cards, as recent changes happened here. When some people, they send a card, or the letter itself is not a letter, it's a card, like a card with colorful paintings, with flowers, with that, and you can say as we have here in this example here. It's a card. Look, it's a card, like a small one, happy new year. It's a card, and sometimes you could write it like a letter, like this one. So this is what happened in goodwill letters, which make a good relationship between the seller and buyer. And most of successful businessmen care about goodwill letters because it strong the relationship between the two companies, and it's a good way to keep your customers and make a good reputation about you and about your company. Thank you.